This is my comparison video of the BQEYZ, the K2 and the KC2. You can get them obviously in black and silver, and you get those in black and silver. These are incredibly similar device, but I'll get to that in a bit. They both come in a box like this. They both have the. This is the box for the silver ones. So in here, there's a weight, cable length, which I'll show you the cable in a second, where you can see a bit there. 1.2 meters, 3.5, 0.78. So you can use different cables, and I have used a different cable and it works fine. 7 to 40 kilohertz, that's the same from both. 15 ohms, same from both, and sensitivity is 105 decibels. Exactly the same for the both. They both come with the same cable, which is, it's an okay cable. So 3.5 connector, right angled, good strain relief. It's a bit easy to get tangled, but I'll show you in a bit why. It's an okay cable, comes with it. Obviously it's on the cheaper end. BQEYZ chin slider, which doesn't really do anything. The cables are quite thin. Now, see, L, the strain relief, this, or ear relief, but the best way, the ear hook design works well because there's no metal. It seems fine. There's L. If you're in some certain light, that's quite hard to see. Other one says R, obviously for left and right. As a cable, it works fine. It can get tangled. It's like spaghetti, it gets tangled super easy, but it works. You know, it works fine. I don't know how the cable measures, but it seems fine, you know, for my usage. Yeah, in the boxes you get the same kind of tips. These are medium, same for those, exactly the same. Before I get to it, because I've reviewed those a couple of months ago, I'll put the review for that up in the top right corner so you can see that one. Yeah, let's get to it. So yeah, KC2, start that off, and the K2. They both have 2 BAs, 2 balance diameters, and 2 dynamic drivers. Outer shells, apart from that, are basically the same. L and L. From the side, exactly the same. The inner part, exactly the same. The only difference essentially is the back plate, which is just to differentiate between the models, and that's it. And the crossovers internally must be a little different, because they do sound, they are quite similar, but there is some little differences. No little lip to keep that on, to secure the tips on, so they come on and off quite easy. They should have put a little lip to keep it a little bit more secure, really. Yeah, so the K2, say available in black and silver. Those are available in black and silver. Comfort I thought was okay, but as you can see, it's kind of wide. If you've got a smaller ear opening, if that's the correct word, or ear anatomy, these may not be comfortable for you. They are built quite nice. There's a little bit of weight to them, as it states on the packaging. But I didn't have any issues with comfort, but as the saying goes, your mileage may vary, but I was fine. Yeah, so let's get into the sound of these. But I also, right now, I'll link the review for that one in the top right corner, which I did, I think, like summertime last year. I can't remember what I said because I've done like 100 videos by now, but in the top corner is that review. And I like both of these, but they are sadly a little bit different. I found between these two, let's get this one. Differences are, the bass of this one was slightly more than this. So the K2, the black one's a K2, Silver one is the KC2, so super close. This one is a little bit more mid bass than that one. Some people probably find this lacking in bass. You know, it has it, but it just isn't much. This one is a little bit more elevated. I prefer that. I prefer the elevated bass. The mids are kind of similar. They're both detailed. I'd say this one is a little bit more forward in the mids, a little bit, and towards the treble it's a little bit more forward. So anything with more instruments, brighter instruments, will stand out more on that than this. That might be your preference. And then say in the treble, I think this is a touch, it's a little bit brighter than that one. So quick summary, more bassy and a little bit more brighter. I tend to prefer that one. It's a little bit less fatiguing, if you can understand my point of view. I prefer the K2s over the KC2s, but if you want that detail, you want it more neutralish because it's got less bass, that might be the one you might go for. It all depends on your situation. I'm lucky I got both, because I bought that one when it was discounted to around 22, I think, and I bought this for around 20, so I paid good prices. And obviously, because I'm a reviewer, I kind of needed both. But if you've got one of these already, don't buy the other. I don't see the point. But if you want to buy one of these, because they are, for like the prices I paid, and for under £30, they are worth it, I think. It all depends if you want the slightly bassier, easier to listen to one, which is the black one, or the brighter sounding one but the leaner bass. That's the silver one, the KC2s. So yeah, that's my opinion. If you can understand my point of view, I prefer that one a little bit. I prefer the black one more over that one, but that's just my point of view. Isolation, I thought was okay for both. Sensitivity, these are both really easy to power, like no problem at all. Considering there's 4 drivers in each one, no issues at all with power. Soundstage, they both had a really nice 3D effect, if it's the best way to describe it. Everything felt really 3D, 3-dimensional. Good instrument separation, good details. I'm surprised more people don't talk about these. I know BQEYZ as a brand are quite small, and they've released something called the Spring one last year, which is meant to be good but quite fit dependent. But expensive, they're over £100, so I didn't try one of those. Imaging's good, but yeah, how that the 3D effect, hard to explain really, but unless you've heard it, I like these a lot. This brand, and especially these, should get more recognition. They've released the KB1s, which are 3 drivers in each, which I have their twin, which is the Yin YO6, which I think is exactly the same as the KB1. There is also the KB100, which I think is a Penon audio exclusive, as far as I'm aware, and that's meant to be quite neutral, and a lot of people like that. But I haven't tried that one either. And there's a more expensive variant called the BQEYZ, which is another one with a larger shell, and it's got 3, I think it's 3 BAs, 2 dynamics, I'm not quite sure, and that's 5-a-side, but they are a bit more expensive. Like, if you're lucky, you get them in the mid-30s, or it's into the £40 region. But then again, I haven't tried them. I've only tried these and the Yin YO6, and I like the Yin YO6 a lot. Apart from its actual shape, its comfort wasn't really good, but I was happy with the sound. And yeah, and I'll link now. They had the review for the NYO6. I think I did it quite a while ago. I think it was last summer. I'm sure it was last summer. So I think I'll end it there. I think I was quite thorough. But yeah, not bad. Just depends on what kind of sound you like. The build quality is really nice. But yeah, they should really get a bit more recognition, and they should really put more models out to get more of a to be more. They need more presence is probably the best way to say it. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon with another video.